The person who is the High Commissioner from Australia to London is named George Brandis. George Brandis is a QC, and that's a Queen's Counsel, so he has silk as a barrister. He also was the Attorney General of Australia. He's a very high office person and has a lot of experience in law. How ironic is it that George Brandis, now the High Commissioner of Australia, has not done anything to help one of his citizens, Julian Assange. So I would say to George Brandis, you know the law. Help your citizen, the innocent jailed journalist, Julian Assange. Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, responsible for taking whistleblower information and releasing it for free to the public for our benefit, and has been commended so many times. In Australia, the Walkley Award for journalism is the highest award that you can win, and Julian has won that award. And at WikiLeaks and Julian have won at least 30 awards around the world for their public service.
And in Julian's extradition hearing, one of the people who benefited and who paid tribute to him gave evidence in his defense. However, the court didn't see fit to allow the video recording of that evidence, the audio, to come through. Oh, we have a problem. We can't take that evidence. Oh. So, nevertheless, it was submitted as written testimony to the court, and that testimony was given by a man called Khaled Al-Masri. So today we're paying tribute to Julian Assange, and we're calling on the Australian High Commissioner, George Brandis, to step in and do something to help the heroic journalist Julian Assange, a citizen of Australia who never committed any crimes, a citizen of Australia who's being extradited with Britain's help to the US. And in front of me I have a replica of, or a depiction of, the jail cell that Julian Assange will be put in if he's extradited and found guilty in a CIA trial. It's a secret trial, he can't even see the evidence against him. It will no doubt be that they will imprison him. The sentence is 175 years. Here we have the cell before us with sleeping accommodation on the side, 3.5 by 2 meters. A sign here represents the shower, and there is a concrete stool and a hand basin / toilet within the cell. The prisoners have no access to communication with other prisoners. They are in their cells for 23 hours a day. For 1 hour, they may be given permission to go into a cage outdoors for exercise, but there's no contact with anyone within the prison, and this would be solitary confinement within this space. The man that is going to occupy this space for 175 years is an innocent journalist, and if you can imagine yourself being a journalist, maybe you could put yourself in the cell for 175 years and see how you would feel about that. Florence ADX prison in Colorado is actually great, and you can do arts and crafts there, so all good. It's some consolation. They might give you a crucible, craft materials, and you could do some craft in your 175 years in prison. So thanks for everyone for coming today to draw attention to the plight of an innocent journalist in London, jailed for 18 months already in a Supermax prison, just for being a journalist. So first they came for Julian Assange. Who will be next? Write to your MPs to ask them to free Julian Assange. This is getting to a ridiculous stage, and this journalist must be freed. everybody. Free Julian Assange.
Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange.
The Southern Cross is obviously represented here by tiny little American stars, which represent the surveillance state of America in the Five Eyes region. Overhead of us with satellites, looking at every single thing we do, recording all of our information, every purchase, every bit of transport that we do, every trip we take, every phone call we make, all recorded and mass stored in huge data warehouses in the United States. And Australia's part in this is a place called Pine Gap, where powerful satellites are there and they contribute to the US surveillance of the whole world. So the new Australian flag with America watching over the seas and the countries of the Five Eyes.